Hello, and welcome to Jumpin' Johnny Gaming. This Final Fantasy VII Remake video shows you to complete Chapter 7, a short chapter that finishes up the Mako Reactor 5 mission, and you face a boss at the end, and you decide how powerful that boss will be throughout the... Head forward and speak to Tifa to jump over and slide down, then turn around behind the pipe as a chest with 3 high potions.
Here, maybe?
Well now, that could work. I'm next.
Kinda scary, huh?
It's all in the mind.
Continue on and check out the boss you will be facing. Then face some mono drives, go down the ladder, and immediately to the right is a chest with 2 echo mists. These potions heal the silence status.
Where is everybody?
You mean Shinra? Got spooked and cleared out is my guess.
We've got this.
Let's get it through. No surprises there. Almost there. The smell. It takes me back.
Continue down the reactor, defeating the enemies and getting the chest on the right hand side for some ether. Here I completed my first weapon to get 100% proficiency. Cloud's one is easy and comes naturally, but have a look at your other weapons on Tifa and Barret and look how to unlock their abilities, and it's essentially a different task on each weapon, and it counts for a battle intel report as well. I will go through starting later on how to unlock each weapon ability.
Let's do this. Sloppy. Let's finish this. No time to celebrate.
Sure there is.
Continue down and defeat the sweepers. Down the ladder and get the chest on the left hand side to collect a bulletproof vest accessory.
Well, what we got here? I can deal with those things.
Buzz off. Going in. Let's finish this.
Bring it!
You're done. That it?
So, it was like this last time?
A little more chaotic. Ain't that right?
Yeah.
Continue down on the reactor and set the bomb, and then you will have to defeat some enemies and an elite version of the shock troopers still weak to fire.
get out the same way we got in. Let's double back.
Let's finish this.
Exit through the door and defeat the enemies in the room. In this room, you can get a keycard and use it to sabotage a key component of the boss you're going to face. This room, you only get one choice, and it doesn't affect the boss, just gives you some items just before you face the boss.
Attention all security forces. Subdue the insurgents and bring them to the command center immediately. I repeat.
Give me your best shot!
All clear. Now let's see what these bastards were up to.
Barrett! You really that impatient, Cloud? You find it?
Yeah.
Good job. Now let's check out that console.
Open the door opposite, defeat the enemies and turrets, and then head up to another control room with parts, defeat the enemies. There is a lightning materia to find in the corner. This time you have one keycard to find in the room and two consoles to choose to get the parts. The right is AI programming and slows down the boss, and the left console is one of his most powerful attacks called Big Bomber Shells. I chose the left console, and if you want to make the boss the easiest, never pick M parts, as it's not amazing items and does not affect the boss. I did pick one M part just to balance things out. It's entirely up to you.
How'd you like that? And there you have it. Seize them!
No escape. It's over. See ya.
We will deal with you ourselves!
Looks like there's two consoles this time.
Huh. Double the sabotage.
If we can find the key cards.
Any cards?
Just the one.
Two choices. And only one single-use card. It's up to you, Cloud.
Console talks about Big Bomber Shell.
Exit through the opposite door, and yes, most of the sections are very much like this, where you fight enemies and deactivate more parts from the boss. In the corridor before you go up to the next control room, There is a key card to pick up next to a turret, and there is a key card in the control room, and you will have a choice of 3 to deactivate with the 2 key cards that you have got.
Surprise, Grounders! That all you got?
Let's do this. Anytime.
Need my help, do you? Ain't no thing.
Nothing to it.
We can't afford any more delays. You need to keep those components coming. Do whatever it takes. Oh no! P6 will hold them on.
Brace yourself.
Piece of cake.
Find any cards?
Only one. And this time we've got 3 choices.
Take your pick.
Feel like scrapping some BBs? Hurry up and decide what you want to get rid of. It's past time we taught Shinra a lesson.
Big bomber shell flagged for disposal.
Heidegger's got no idea who he's messing with.
AI programming cores help it move faster, right? Divert it or not.
Head through the opposite door and there will be a chest straight ahead, containing a new weapon for Tifa. During the battle, I used Barrett to get proficiency on his first weapon, the Gatling gun, which is simply using focus shots when you get enough AP. There's 2 key cards in the room and 4 consoles to choose from.
Deal with that.
Guess it's my turn! Fire and run off! Don't look now! It's about to get real! Back to the left! Here it comes! Bunch of pushovers. Come on, y'all. Let's see what kind of mischief they were getting up to.
4 consoles. And never enough keycards.
Programming core flagged for disposal.
I was thinking the same thing.
The more M units it's got, the tougher it'll be, right? We can do something about that, if you want.
M unit flagged for disposal.
Just imagining their faces when they find out.
Think we've done enough to weaken the robot?
All that we can, at least.
It's all good. The stage is set. All that's left is to hijack Heidegger's show.
Go through the opposite door. I got the weapon ability learned, and now I equip the light machine gun on Barrett, and it has an extra materia slot. Continue on the linear path. Defeat some enemies in the corridor, and in the next big room you'll face riot soldiers and elite riot soldiers, and the elite versions will actually damage you if you hit the spiked shields. Here I'm unlocking Tifa's first weapon ability from the leather gloves, and it's another you just use dive kick when you get enough AP.
That's a win.
Can't say we didn't prepare. Now we just gotta get it done.
Don't overdo it.
Airbuster, report! That was our order!
Change Tifa's weapon to the Metal Knuckles. This time, to get the weapon ability, you activate the Overpower ability, and then mash X, and Tifa will do a basic combo for proficiency. Check out the console, and to continue, you need an enemy to come bashing through the wall. I think to activate it quickly, you go to Barret and then to Tifa, and they will hear a noise, and then go to them and it will bash the wall. The enemy is called a Cutter, and it's a deadly upgrade of the Sweeper, with an even more deadly front section, and it has a fair bit of HP. When its HP is half down, avoid the red mist as it will cause silence to your characters. It's weak to lightning. During the battle, I was using Barret's Lifesaver ability, which takes damage from other party members to unlock the ability. You can take out the Cutter's blades to make it susceptible to stagger, but when it recovers, it will do more damage.
No way we're getting back up that pipe.
Keep looking.
Hear that?
Keep it together.
Need my help, do you? Suck on this! Gotta love it.
It's on you.
Taking over. Take the lead.
I'm up for anything.
Let's go. Feel this one. Finish him off. Enemy out.
A real subtle invitation.
We were gonna spring the trap in.
Go through the area that the Cutter went through, go up one set of stairs, and get the chest containing an ether before the next set of stairs. Continue up, defeat the easy enemies, and make it to the elevator.
I won't.
Don't overdo it.
All set. Okay. Too late. Give him your all.
Let's go.
Big boy's going to an execution, all right. We're gonna put him out of his misery while the whole damn city watches.
We give it our all and we'll win.
You will be in a main control room, and you can get an optional trophy here. First, on the main control, all 3 party members have to use the controls at the same time, and there's no penalty for getting it wrong. You have to use the left analog stick for Barret, and the right analog for Cloud. You will see the arrows on the monitor where Tifa is, so when she is ready, push both analogs up.
Emergency lockdown is currently in effect.
So we need to synchronize our movements?
In that case, follow my lead.
Nah, Tifa's.
Fine, have it your way.
Okay. Pay it. Focus. 3, 2, 1.
Emergency lockdown disengaged.
Gotcha.
Now that is what I call teamwork.
Go team.
To get access to all the parts you took from the Airbuster, try to open the door and you find out that you have to do some more analog combos from the main console. And you have to do it 4 times, and again, no penalty. And if you get 2 right and 1 wrong, you don't start at the beginning. You can do it as many times as you need until the door unlocks. The arrows are on the console, so for the first one, you have to push the left analog up and the right analog stick down. And when you unlock all 4, you can go through and collect the loot and get a trophy. You get an MP up materia and activate the switch, and the new items you can get is AI programming, which is just used to sell at 500 gil a piece, and Big Bomber, which is an explosive item to use against enemies.
Gamma level security disengaged.
No way! You guys are naturals. Focus. 3, 2, 1.
Delta level security.
Let's see what's inside. Score. It's just like Khan said.
They say a job well done is some reward. I say take everything that ain't nailed down.
Go through the first door you opened with the main console, and you can buy the 7th music disc from the vending machine. And before you continue, put the elemental materia next to the lightning and Barrett's weapon slot, so his gun deals electric damage, as you want to use Barrett in the boss battle, and the boss is weak to lightning. Go down and through the door to face the boss. All right, time to go.
Are you alright?
Like the original game's battle, your party will be separated. Whoever is behind the boss, use, and if he switches, and then switch again to whoever is behind. It uses a couple of moves that can stun party members, and if a party member is stunned, it will use its Big Bomber attack. which deals high damage. Use lightning constantly to damage and stagger it.
Gonna make your eyeball pop. You ain't getting out of this. Here it comes. Phase 2 of the combat trial. You see, motherfucker.
The second phase, it will use a large laser beam. Stick with Barrett and attack from long range. It will use a lot of small missiles for a widespread attack, but they don't do much damage. And heal if any of your party members need to. It will detach its hands, so target them when it does.
That was too close.
We need to come up with a plan.
That thunder I hear? Fuck on this! Want some more?
I hate when they do that.
Let's take care of them first.
Back up the lip! Oh, you in trouble!
I got this. Come on.
My turn.
All right, watch and learn. Catch you sleeping? Won't be nothing left for you when I'm Want some more? You're up.
Let me watch yourself.
Guess it's my turn. Don't stop now. Time to fry. All right. Now this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's it. Very good. Behold the full potential of the Airbuster.
The third phase of the fight, the Airbuster will start flying, and you can't do melee attacks. And it will still do its large laser attack, but in different places, so watch out for it. And just carry on attacking with Barrett. I used the Chocobo summon, and the Moogle Blast is handy for Cloud and Tifa to use. And then the final phase, it will alternate from going close to you for stunning attacks, and then away for ranged attacks.
Help us out.
Give them hell.
Let's go. You're up.
Hang back. Bam!
Need my help, do you? Ooh, gotta love it. Fuck on this.
Get in there!
Yep. I hear you loud and clear.
You got this.
All set. Watch yourself.
Taking over. Take the lead.
I need you. Ha! Yeah. Ha! There. Finish him off. Don't think you'll walk away from this. Give it up. You're up.
Let's do this.
About damn time. Let me show you how it's done.
Yeah. Light 'em up.
The limit and beyond.
If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, where there are more RPG and Final Fantasy walkthroughs, plus achievement and trophy guides, secrets and tips from the latest releases to retro games. Thanks for watching.